I wanted to work through how to solve a frequency problem that looks a little bit different and can be a little bit more tricky than the ones that we've seen so far. Let's take a look. In this table, we have the number of, we have data from a 2006 survey of total number of cases was 1,978, where the respondents were asked to answer questions about whether or not they felt that homosexuals should have the right to marry. So again, the total number of cases in the sample is 1,978. We are missing, however, the number of people who disagree. We're also missing one column over to the right, the frequency percentages for a number of the categories. Question is, how do we solve for the frequency of folks who disagree? And then how do we compute the percentages? Why don't you take a minute and see if you can figure out a strategy? Any luck? Here's the way to go about figuring out the number of people who disagree. What you want to do is you want to subtract the sum of all of the frequencies in the table right now from the total number of cases. Then we compute the frequency percentages in the usual manner. Let's see what that looks like. Again, we're going to find the number who disagree by subtracting the sum of the frequencies in the table from the total number of cases. So we have 307 people who strongly agree, 391 people who simply agree, 260 people who neither agree nor disagree, and 695 people who strongly disagree. So if we sum that up, we get 320. We get 1,653, 1,653. To find out the number of people in the disagree category, we take the total, which is 1978. Remember, that total figure represents everybody, including the cases where for some reason the data was missing. Maybe there was a printing error or something like that. We take that 1978, subtract from it 1653. We're left with 325 people, and that's the correct number. That's the correct answer. To compute the percentages, well, we do that the usual way. We simply divide the number in each category by the total number of cases. I did it here for the very first one. 307 over 1978 is 0.155, which we would express in percentage terms as 15.5%. Again, there's going to be a question like this on your upcoming quiz, and probably something like this on the exam. So please take a look at this and make sure you understand how to solve this sort of problem.